the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Alright, today is November 21st, 2021. It's 5:09 a.m. 1,473 subscribers. Any new subscribers, welcome. Yesterday I had to redo a video. This one, the one that says Our Prince Charming, and I put cut version. When I did it the first time, it's still up there. Alright, they gave me some issues with certain tweets, I believe, so I went back and removed that tweet, and this is the new version. So I hope they approve it this time. So I not spoke, but I tweeted, I DM'd someone on Twitter, not someone, YouTube. On Twitter, they're saying some nonsense. They can't give specifics, so I went over the video to see what they might be talking about. So I removed that specific tweet. I probably will put it on my backup channel anyway. Alright, the full video. This one. I'll probably put the full video back on my backup channel. But on this channel, I wanted to earn some revenue. I don't want one minor thing, ruin it for everything. Alright, so that's that. Let's go on Twitter, see what's going on.
Resistance.
This was one on my homepage, so I decided to share it, and I'll be focusing on some of the stuff that I bookmarked yesterday. Alright, why is the British media behave like an abusive ex toward Duchess Meghan? Their obsession is sick and dangerous. Alright, it's always, quote, follow the money, end quote, so there must be click-driven revenue from all this full hate. Or maybe a paycheck or payback from KP. Any which way, there is a financial upside. Okay, thank God she's home. Definitely. Okay, seeing her on Ellen made it clear if she hasn't fully healed from all the royal family inflicted damage, she's getting there. Alright, being stockish, no self-respecting, abusive ex, British media, Alice Evan. Exactly. They get more unhinged by the level of success she takes. Honestly, it just gives Baldy is fueling and aiding in their campaign, like a promise each other that, quote, this will destroy her, end quote, and every time she gets bigger, both parties are upset. There's a laugh. Is there another story on her this Sunday? Not yet. Okay, so that's that. This just popped up and I decided to share it. But yesterday, after I finished edit some videos, the talk of the town seems to be, meaning the on Twitter, was something about what was it again? Let me see if this tweet sort of show it. Okay. No, that's not that part. Okay. This is how I'm eating my breakfast in public. What's everyone doing this weekend? That's Sussex Squad Podcast. Okay. Working. I have project I want to work on for next year. The pandemic sucked my creativity. Okay, hope you have a good weekend. It looks nice out today. Great, change my Twitter handle up a bit so that was productive and happy avoiding the haters. House cleaning, bliss gonna happen. Hope your weekend will be fantastic. Alright, so this is a bit more personal. Decorating Christmas tree. I don't know. From in my side of the family, it's usually after Thanksgiving we put the tree up, not before. I don't know how everybody else does it, but when my aunt, she passed away now, but it usually after Thanksgiving we do that. But sign me up. All right, relaxing before I make dinner or my lunch break. Okay, so that's what's happening. But what was that they were talking about? Okay, some stuff that was, oh, now I remember. The British tabloid are upset that Adele went on Oprah to do some sort of an interview. That's what the talk of the town was on Saturday night. Or at least when I popped up on Twitter, everything that I was saying was that. All right, it's begin here. Question of the day. Why do British celebrities go to Oprah first? Please note, I am biased. If it wasn't for Harry and Meghan, I will know any British journalists. Growing up in Canada, I only follow the US and Canada. Alright, or Canada or US media. Quote, why do British celebrities go on Oprah first? We need our own TV therapist. Oprah Winfrey has sat down with everybody from Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston, writes Charlotte Cripps. It's frustrating. She gets all the UK exclusive. So that was, what is that? Is she a reporter? Let's see here. Freelance writer and journalist with passion for telling stories about royal family and royal reporters. Father House of Sussex, and 36 others that I follow. So I don't know. Royal reporter. Who? This is like, am I following her? No, I'm not following her, but she was on my feed. So when I saw other people start talking about why is Adele this, the squad pretty much. When hers came, I bookmarked it too. Right? So they sort of upset why British celebrities go on Oprah. And it's kind of funny that the Brits were making fun of Oprah or something before the Harry and Meghan interview. All right, so I read that. Let's go into the, oh shit, that's an article. I don't want to read the article. Independent. Let's go there. Okay, why do British celebrities go to Oprah first? We need our own TV therapist. All right, so that's what they're talking about. Okay. Why is it frustrating? She gets all the UK exclusive. Does it get harder for the British media to control the narrative when they are the secondary source? Oh, what? I see the problem. It's money. Quote, Adele score huge US TV audience ahead of ITV special. So is she supposed to do something in the UK too? I'm just guessing. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Adele scored huge US TV audience ahead of her ITV special. British superstar singer Adele has had the biggest US entertainment special since Harry and Meghan on Oprah. Alright, British superstar singer Adele has had the biggest US entertainment special since Harry and Meghan on Oprah. Okay, I just read that here, but that's what she would. Okay, Adele proves there is a massive appetite for her on television as well as radio and record, with her US special Adele one night only drawing a combined audience of 11.7 million. The special, which screened last Sunday night on CBS, was the biggest entertainment special audience since Oprah Winfrey's interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, which drew more than 21 million viewers to the same network in March. The big US viewership is certain to be repeated when her special, An Audience with Adele, screened on ITV on Sunday, November 21st, especially as the special screened just before the return of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here to ITV for its 21st series. So I see the problem. The numbers don't lie. If you are a major UK celebrity, why settle for British media? They can have the programming days later. The more important market is the American ones. Okay, so her thread finish. Okay, I'm still looking to discover a real Brit, quote, journalist, and quote, plenty of hacks, repeaters, and clowns, but few, if any, journalists, to be fair, a dying breed globally. We have to remember, journalist is a very dangerous. It's a very dangerous profession because their line of work doesn't work well with those people who are in power, and people who are in power don't always be doing the right thing. So when journalists are involved, they're trying to uncover the truth. That's where their line of work become very dangerous. So when you see those things popping up, we have to be careful. The good journalists, that is, the good journalists. Yeah, so that's why they're, you know, she said the dying breed globally is because you see anywhere around the world, whenever they catch any journalists, what do? They jail them, they put them in prison, concentrated camp, whatever it may be, or they just eliminate them. So it's a very dangerous thing, and this is why you get so many of those type in the UK, because they team up with the people in power to spread misinformation and hate. So, yeah, that just crossed my mind. Okay, one, she is a global brand. People know her. Projects get instant worldwide attention. Two, excellent interviewer. Three, production budget to hire the best people for any project. Okay, I wouldn't know these vile people either. I'm still amazed by the heinous nature of the tabloid Latin British press. The American and me just equates ABC World News Tonight or GMA covering National Enquirer stories at the top of broadcast and having panels with tabloid writers not happening. I only fully grasp how terrible the British media is when I talk to my friends outside of Twitter. They don't use social media. My friends really can't imagine how the British media get away with their behavior. And if you look at the UK, every post, every important position that needs to put them unchecked is their bodies. So they turn a blind eye. They really ruin it for the rest of the UK. Alright, so they've been buddies since childhood. So when they get older, whoever get a position somewhere and another opening is happening, they call their buddies to cover that position instead of having a fair interview, to put people in those positions. So they cover with their buddies, and then all of their buddies are pretty much rotten since childhood with their freaking social class and all of this. So this is what we're getting. All right. Okay. There are no journalists in the UK who is going to go to people who spend the entire time behaving like rabid sycophants gossip. They will be there inserting themselves and their agenda in an interview. Not all. Okay. I have to say that, not more. not all. There's a very small few. The only one I could think of, which I follow on Twitter, there are probably others, but Brian Cape Cod, a lot of time I cover him. He will write stories for Byline TV or Byline or something like that. All right, let's see here. I was just thinking that the British media doesn't have a person like Oprah. Remember this, quote, Oprah Winfrey dismissed by Sophie Wessex and Prince Edward. No reason to know who she is. My goodness. All right, so that's, she put a link of that here. That's for comment here. Poor Edward, the forgotten. No one ever asked him about himself, only about what relevant people are doing. That's the crime rate. Meanwhile, Sophie is a bold-faced liar who used Oprah Foundation School in Southern Africa for a photo op before dismissing Oprah, a philanthropist, as, quote, just a talk show host, end quote. Yeah, I covered this at some point when they asked her about Oprah and stuff like that. And then the squad were flooding the comment and saying, this is you at the South African school where she opened the school. You know exactly who she is. I mean, come on. This is too much. This is too much. You completely, how will I say that? Behaving in a way where once if the firm no longer exists, people will not take you serious. This is where core values come into play. If you know her, say something. But anyway, let's move on. I see some of the good comments here. Okay, that's that. Oh, but no one knows who Oprah is. There's the ruling. Okay, British media is toxic. Why will anyone choose if they had other option? All right, the tragic downfall of British media. I'm surprised they're just now starting to notice it, because the minute I started covering Meghan, I did a freaking research about them, and I went as far back as when, was it 1800 or even before that? All right, when they started putting down African American, well, I'm saying African American, just black people in general who were living in the UK. And when they see them starting to rise up, they start blemish them on their tabloid, their newspapers back then. And now it's on full steroid. It's the same repeated cycle, and no one is stopping it. Okay, no one with their right mind to raise up above the same level of people to say this is wrong, but they all fall into line. And then the worst thing is many of them spend years in school. I don't know how many years they spend in journalism school, for them to follow those people who don't even want to be in school. The education is so limited, but them, they automatically fall in line, do the stupid things, what those social class people telling them to do, because they want to be part of that. I mean, this is ridiculous. Okay, a British journalist who wants to fill the gap will definitely find a way to insert Meghan's name and that celebrity's interview. And also to note is that the British market is also very small compared to the US. All celebrities want to be interviewed where the market is big. Yep. Okay, there's UK journalists is all about sensationalism. So yes, they will mention Meghan for views, clicks, but I would like to add that the international market for UK programming is more important than their small international audience. The issue, okay, UK is continuing to fall behind the US. Okay, I can think of a British interviewer who has the same way where isn't anyone in the UK can guarantee the kind of viewers she can. Okay, I have been thinking about it. The British media is industrially in the UK and dishonest level by design. One can see why anyone remotely interested the British media is industrially cruel and dishonest by design. One can see why anyone remotely interested on the flip side. It also makes sense why certain people work with the British media. Let's read some few more to get good coverage. On the flip side, it also makes sense why certain people work with the British media. Until the papers is the only way to talk about Prince William freely. Okay, let's see here. Jonathan, this. Wow, my God, anyway, I can't wait until the papers can talk about Piers Morgan and everyone hated him. But Canadians knew British was connected I mainly and paid attention during British and everyone hated minded people. But Canadians knew British was US connected is our main and trade paid partner, attention so during British because Boris reminded John Oliver will talk about the US British is our main trade partner. So that John Oliver he has a late night show will talk about British a lot. Okay, that John Oliver, he has a late
Very
night
rarely
show
I
in
watch
the
him
US.
though.
Okay,
So
I
I know
only
what
knew
she's talking
this
about.
because of
Very
football
rarely I
and no
watch
one
him though.
likes him.
Okay,
After
I only
learning
knew
more
of
about
this
him, I can
because
see
of
why he's
football and
disliked.
no one
From
likes
my
him.
own
After
experience,
learning
I
more
will
about
watch
him,
shows
I
that
can see why
occasionally
he's
mention the
disliked.
UK.
From my
But
own experience,
before
I
Meghan,
watch
I never
shows that occasionally
care about
mention
the
the
British
UK.
media. Before Meghan, I never
Alright?
care
Okay,
about the British media. He's harder to find since on HBO. Okay, so this is related to that. Okay. After this small little conversation, I'm gonna go to the next tweet. Okay, I enjoy few of their older comedy shows: Mr. Bean, Monty Python, Blackadder. I love John Cheese and did take a look at the royals, but felt it was William and Harry who were the real family of it. Made him really a royal family. Was it TV, Benny Hill? Yes, I used to watch Benny Hill too, a period movie, but William and Harry were interesting. In my opinion, the royal family should have protected them both, not using Harry as a scapegoat. They underestimate how people equal views them as Diana's son. I think they thought the spotlight will always be on William. Okay, the way. And the thing is that people tell them, but they're not listening. They didn't listen to Harry. I mean, come on. They have their tunnel vision, and that's all they care about. And then that will be their downfall. Let's see here. The way they use him as scapegoat made him more normal, like Prince Harry. Okay, Prince Harry was caught smoking pot, not new, don't care. Harry got caught drunk. My dad took me to a hospital because I split my chin when I passed out when I was 16, don't care. Okay, you split your chin? That must have hurt. I'm glad I only had my real adventure once I was out of the house. But great point. By using Harry as a scapegoat, it made the public support him more. Most people have made mistakes and have to live with the consequences. That's life. That is true. Alright, try getting stitches when you're drunk, doctor rambling about old times, lol. My dad didn't tell on me either. My mom thought someone pushed me till my sibling were making fun. Okay, there's a laugh. Wow, that sounds great. Okay, no, what's this? Alright, so let me move on. Alright, so pretty much the rest of the video will be talking about why celebrity, UK celebrity is how do you say, is avoiding the UK tabloid. But with the exception of this one, last page. On my way to marry Prince Harry and become Meghan Markle's sister wife once and for all. Look at this. This is me. Okay, Meghan be like, shh. That's me who put that. Okay, I'm afraid no room in that marriage for anyone else, not even a waiting list. Okay, Princess Meghan be looking at your attempt like, okay, Harry will straight up say, there's only one woman that looks like my wife, boo. And it isn't you. You think Archie won't sick his chicken until you brave. Alright, baby girl, you know mama loves you, but girlfriend got that ginger on lockdown wearing a chastity belt. Good luck. A chastity belt, which he put on himself. That's a laugh. Okay, if this mess is a telenovela, wait for Harry's lost twin hidden by Spencer family. If not, like my secondary school IT teacher used to say when we pupil mourn about how difficult the test was, quote, keep the faith in God. If all fails, pray to God. Us pupil. Oh, people are laughing, laughing. Good luck, Paige. Prince Harry, I don't know you. There's the laugh. Alright, let's go to the next one. This one was supposed to be somewhat either last or above all the other ones. Next tweet. Okay, answer perfectly by Ed Sheeran. Okay, there's this. He's talking about why some celebrities goes to the UK, to the US tabloid here.
And I am just Ed there. I'm just like there's nothing special about me there. And I think this is what is good about what is good and bad about UK press is that they really bring you back down to earth, and I get savaged by them. Like I release an album and they hate it before it's even come out. Like they can't wait to say they hate it. But there's an odd pride there as well, where you go around the world and you have this success and they go, oh, he's one of us. But then when you're back home, it's like
They're like, wait a minute, slow down.
Yeah, but it's happened to everyone.
But is he accepting that? I mean, I understand it in a small little way of what he's saying, but the whole thing we want to know is when someone or a journalist is doing an interview or who's talking about something, is to just be fair. Just be fair. All right, whatever. If you hear music, you like it, you say you like it. If you don't like it, say you don't like it. Or if somewhat some things could have been differently, you mention it. Just be fair. Not to always. It's always the negative side. Always. And it seems like, for some reason, from what I'm hearing from him, he accepted that they, whatever the way the British media is, or is he trying to be somewhat in a neutral way so they don't come after him or something? Or is he afraid to tell his true self what he really feel about the media in the UK? I don't know. The way he's talking, it seems like he's accepting it. I don't know.
They're like, wait a minute, slow down.
Yeah, but it's happened to everyone. It's happened to Adele, it happened to One Direction, it happened to Mumford & Sons, happened to, I mean, mate, it's happened to Stormzy. I mean, like, he's kind of got so fucking big that everyone's proud of him, but there's also a side where they're like, oh, he's too big now. And I am just...
Okay, so this is the thing here. You see the last part where he said he's too big now is the thing here. They want to bring everybody else lower. Bring you lower the monarch. Nobody shall pass the monarchy. Okay? When somebody be getting too big or too whatever, they bring you back down to the, you have to be lower. You can't be more popular than the monarch. That's the thing that I see from his last thing. Let me listen to it here. All right, this.
Everyone's proud of him, but there's also a side where they're like, oh, he's too big now. And I am just Ed. I'm just...
Never mind. But anyway, okay, it's like the UK media think they own successful people, and it's their duty to remind those who make it that they are nothing without the media. There's an entire world out there. That's another way of putting it here. Okay, it's not just their media, it's a cultural mentality across the board. Just look at the comments under their online news accounts. Diana tried to appease them. She had a working relationship with some of them. They still chased her to her death and stood there while she was dying. Okay, the ingrained entitlement over others is immense. Okay, I've seen this a lot across different personalities in the UK. Lewis Hamilton, Rashford. Okay, these two people, some occasionally I talk about them, especially Rashford. Sterling, Hugh Grant, Princess Diana, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Caroline Flack. You see, this, she couldn't take it. Okay, will they never learn? Okay, they want to put them in their place. There it is. All right, want them to put them in their place. They have to be below the monarch. That's the way that I see it. All right, let me read it. They want to put them in their place. These media moguls want to be the ones to control the narrative at all times. Stars are a threat to them. The way they can silence them is to bully them. They bully everyone that's not taking instruction from them. The Tories and the royals are their lap dogs. Will do anything they tell them for positive press coverage. There's so much I know about this, but I don't want to. But anyway, let's continue. There's nothing good about being, quote, brought back down to earth, end quote, if it's petty, vindictive, and mendacious. Okay, agree people should lift you up for your success, not shred you into million pieces when it's not warranted. Exactly. This is what I was trying to say. They're putting it in better word here. Okay, there is not a single mainstream British media that I trust. They are all owned by the devil henchmen. They create the news, not report it. See, people saying the same thing. Even if they choose to do an interview with the UK press, I won't watch it. Just like in the United States, there are stations that I don't get play. Why? Was it the Fox station? I don't watch it. My husband used to watch it, and I think that was what more inclined me to push him to get rid of cable, because I can't stand him when he's watching this nonsense. I don't tell him to turn it off, but listening as I'm doing my own thing in the background, listening to the nonsense that's coming out of Fox News, it gets on my damn nerve. But he's sitting there watching it. Okay. Was there a season and time that reporting was considered top of the table because what they display is like the need to give approval of who should succeed? Yeah. Okay. They want to have a say in successful people's claim to success. They just sound jealous too. Yeah. That is true. Again, is the thing here. Once you become too big and they want to bring you back down, you have to be below the monarch. Okay? And God forbid you also black, they will especially take pleasure and delight in tearing you down. But at the heart of it all is the sense of ownership the Brit press has, and the sense that you need to kiss the ring to get good press. What is it? I spoke about that British actor. I don't remember his name, but I never knew he was a Brit. He's in a lot of movies occasionally that I see him. And when he did one interview and he said he was a Brit, I was like, what? It's like if he was in the UK, the level of success that he got in the US, it will not happen if he was in the UK. And that's why he moved to the US to do to up his game to his career or something like that. And when I first heard that, I mean, I didn't pay him no mind, but it was when I started covering Harry and Meghan, I was like, oh, so this is what he was saying. Now I understand him and all of that. And I mentioned him on this channel several times before. All right, let's read some few and then that's it. Okay, I don't know if he is trying to be diplomatic or really believe they bring him and others back to earth. That's what I was saying. Not in reality, bully them with that savagery he mentioned. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is he trying to be somewhat neutral or afraid to say exactly what's in his mind? I didn't really like his response. Okay, what a terrible situation that is. Literally scream, we gotta treat you like shit because we are envious of your success. I mean, can you imagine if they let people be? I could understand there should be law and regulation for people because, you know, in a democracy, you have to respect other people's privacy, this kind of thing, right? So there have to be rule and regulation. But if they had allowed people to flourish their own creativity, can you imagine how far the UK and the world, if for that matter, let's just talk about the world. Can you imagine how far the world would have been? Because it's through jealousy. Jealousy is preventing society from moving forward. And look at in the US, the majority of black people who die on you know, not die, but they kill them unnecessarily, and then those people who kill them go unpunished. Can you imagine how many of these people could have flourished? What we could have learned from them? Because, as I said before, each one of us is a piece of the puzzle. We have a piece of the puzzle. Each time someone is gone before its time, okay, criminally or whatever, they were murdered or whatever it may be, we lose that piece of puzzle. It's gonna take a couple decades before I guess someone else is born with that specific puzzle that this person have died. Because each time a child is born, there's a puzzle they possess. All right, so that's the way I see it. Okay, it may sound crazy, but can you imagine? The, Look who come, for instance. Let's pick something, an invention that happened. Let's say the traffic light, for instance. All right, can you imagine? I don't know. I wouldn't think about it. Now it's become part of our daily life. We don't even think twice about it because that person who created it was had that particular puzzle to put here to prevent people from getting accident at the intersection. You know, so it's something like that that I'm talking about, or someone who creates some sort of a medicine for polio or whatever it may be. You know, each one of us has a piece of the puzzle, but due to hate, envious, all sort of things, you know, each a lot of people with a piece of the puzzle are going too soon. All right, with that being said, let me move to the next tweet because they're still talking about the same topic here. All right, next tweet. Instead of wondering why British celebs go to Oprah, the Brits should ask themselves what's going on in their culture that their prominent famous people think they are better off living in the US. The list of British actors, singers, and now a prince living in the US is unlimited. Okay, no organize. You know, as that shift is happening, just think about it. there's another shift in society that's happening as well. So each time there's an influx of something, the narrative is shifting slightly. Okay, remember, uh, in life on earth, there has to be a balance of something. So when something is not balancing somewhere, it goes to the other side to make it balance. So something is happening. I don't know what it is, but something is happening where the shifting of stuff is not equal. All right, so just keep that in mind as you start seeing the influx of certain things happening. Okay, no organized daily attack from tabloid, which are most read UK newspapers. They think they are invincible, those owners of media and establishment, but as a result collapse all country. Okay, TV, which support those tabloid, even BBC has trashed Harry and Meghan. This is what I'm saying. Those people who goes to school to learn this stuff, but once uh, someone airhead or no understanding of what they went to school for, tell them to do something rubbish, they automatically drop their learning, whatever they set in school for years to learn from, they drop it like a hot potato and to listen to the airheads, you know? Okay, the BBC is under the British royal family payroll. And I used to watch a lot of good shows from the BBC that they used to show here in the US. What is it? And who used to cover it? I think it's Channel 13 is the our public broadcasting in the US. What do they call it? Channel 13 is something. I forgot the name for it. Okay, let me read this. The BBC is under the British royal family's payroll. There's no credible news outlet there. They are all under the government establishment agenda. And if you look at the way the government in the UK is going, not that good. All right. I vaguely recall when the Independent was launched and that it was welcome and landed as a voice that served no masters, only the facts. Now, laughing my ass off, it's just another gossip website. The UK has no trusted news source. Okay, byline time is. Yeah, okay? See, I've mentioned this with you guys. They are the one. And Brian Cape Cod will usually write article for them. All right. So just if you are in the UK, you they have a YouTube channel. Byline Time has a YouTube channel. I truly recommend that. I've said many times I'm not gonna recommend any YouTube channel, but this one I've watched. They go into things that the media is not talking about. All right, but for now, but as they move forward, if for instance they decide to sell it, okay, most likely it will shift. But for now, this is the source to go by, and as we continue watching them, see how they progress, because they could easily shift if they sell them. Okay, British media is so dumb to see the reason. They attack most of the successful people in that island who are in the end left with no option but to leave the shadow island. That is true, because in Britain, ambition and entrepreneurship, great wealth of a middle class person rise to fame is frowned upon, especially for women and people of color. As a prominent ex-Brit parliament said, quote, we tolerate success, and quote, the money makers leave Lennon, McCarthy, Jagger, Adele. That's not the first time I'm hearing something similar to that here. Okay, heck, I had no idea that Daniel Craig was living in the States until I saw him in an interview that he did with Jimmy Kimmel. I thought that he lived in the UK since he had his premiere there and invited that family. He lost brownie point with me for that. Hey, look at this. This is the thing here, and this is why I was not following Meghan. Okay, that's not the main reason, but pretty much all celebrities, unless they have other things, whatever. But you have to differentiate the person, the actors, with their work and with the actor's personality. Okay, his true being and whatever. You cannot hate him for living in another country. Maybe he has his reason. Okay, so I don't know that. When people are too invested in other people's life, these are the kind of disappointment you come into. But you have to differentiate anybody, okay? Their work, their line of work, and their personality, their family things, and whatever is what they show you. If you like their movies, you go and watch their movies, and if you see them on the street, it's high or whatever. But don't be hysterically like they freaking God or anything. And then when they do something that fit their lifestyle, and you're upset about it, my goodness. Okay, it wasn't his choice or decision to have them there. Okay, I don't know anything about that. All right, different language. Okay, after these three, that's it. Okay, I've noticed that a lot of British actors maintain a home here in the US. I didn't think anything of it until Gina Yashir pointed out how if you want to make it big time, you have to leave the UK. And a lot of them stay due to the virtue of the press and others in the industry. All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it's the money, lack of taxes. That's why we come. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Heck, even David Beckham came to the US to play soccer for the US. All right, talk that, talk ma'am. Was curious myself. I live here and I love it, but why are so many coming here to live if you hate us so much? All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right. Oh my God, already 38 minutes. I need to finish Buzi's tweets. I started yesterday, but my computer wasn't working. My network had some issues. It does that occasionally. I don't know why. All right, next tweet. The British press. Why don't British A-listers talk to us? All right, this is the talk that was going on. Okay, has there ever been such a hype album launch as Adele's $50 million Operation Overkill? From 2 Vogue covers to booking the planet's supply of vinyl, Alison Boshoff says singers' return to the spotlight couldn't have been more exhaustive. Okay, Clement Mondi, Adele is like a London bus, nothing for 6 years, and now there's no avoiding her. I mean, this is why they're moving to the US. They're doing that thing because you can't have anything positive to say. I mean, this was somewhat level, but you can't avoid her. Why don't you pop her up? There's probably another way of saying it. Let's see here. Piers Morgan, sorry Adele, you're a great singer, but sharing your young son's headache and pain with the entire world to flag your album is shameful and reckless hypocrisy. I mean, when it's within a conversation, things pop up. This is why those people are leaving. My God, there's more. Send my love inside Adele and Meghan Markle's unlikely friendship, how the royal may have encouraged the singer to do Oprah interview. What the hell? Okay, whatever, but that's the headline that's going on. Okay, and they wonder why Type UK A-list is avoiding them like plague. I pray the UK media gets snubbed until their pocket runs dry. Okay, they know why. Change your ways. That is true. They need to change. But when you look at the way they are, what is it like? And the Vanity Fair when Anne said they're not gonna change. It's the same thing. The same thing. Okay, that bitterness in the media is shocking. Good Lord. Now I get why celebrities will rather live in the US than UK. So true, Tom Paine can attest to that fact. All right, let's see here. 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Now, you are originally from England, so have you been keeping up with all the royal family drama? There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. I mean, England is just obsessed with all of that stuff. And I guess the world is to a certain extent, and America loves it as well. But honestly, like, a lot of the reason why I moved to America was just to get away from all of those things, really. And like,
Wow. I don't know who he is, but when you think about it, everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that. Okay? And then the thing is that I guess the shift that we have to be careful with is when these people come, if they become a citizen. Okay, now I get why I was thinking that way. Their mentality, even though they're getting away from the tabloid, their mentality, like the royals and stuff like that, it's embedded in them. So when they vote, it's most likely with that same mentality. Okay, that's why I guess I was trying to think of, but couldn't really get it until I hear him speak. All right, let me continue. Sorry.
the Downton Abbey and the Bridgerton and the royal family and all these things that is so very British. And so I've been following it, and I kind of admire them for what they've done, Harry and Meghan, to just go, do you know what? we're going to exit and go and live our life in America. And Jennifer's Swedish, and the Swedish royal family are kind of, you walk past them on the street and it is how it is. And I wish sometimes that England was a little bit more like that. But I don't know, there is an obsession with it, and Buckingham Palace is still at the center of London. And, they're nice people and they do a lot of good for society. But I think in today's world, it's becoming increasingly less relevant.
If I wasn't following Meghan and report on that, I would have agreed with him. But when, you see, the main thing that he said here, the royal family is still central in the UK. All right. But when you look at their behavior, things that they're doing in the background, all right, on the front, this is what he's saying. They're doing nice thing in the front, and this is what they're projecting. The royal family is projecting. But when you look deep in the back, which I've highlighted a couple things here, and this is why my channel is not really growing fast enough, it's rotten. It's rotten to the core. Okay? So I could say here, if he goes back to the UK, they will accept him because he's still talking positively toward the royal family. But if you're not one of the Sussex squad, or you're following through all of the things, the BS that's going on within the royal family, you would assume what he's saying is truly is. All right? Let's go back here.
But I think in today's world, it's becoming increasingly less relevant. And I just think it's kind of crazy that we give people so much grief for just wanting to have somewhat of a normal life. So good luck to them. I think they should live their lives how they want to live them.
That's exactly that. Okay, let's see here. Apparently, if you're Brit, there is no avoiding this Clement Buddhist person. Okay, who's that? Clemony Moody's.
Now, you are originally from England.
Okay, who is that? Okay, assistant editor, The Sun. Okay, so that's someone, Clemmy Moody. All right, report. Okay, not followed by anybody. Okay, person either. And Piers Morvan, stop projecting your best character traits, shameful and mark hypocrisy onto others. Lord have mercy, they're so bitter that my girl Adele is living her best life. At the end of the day, Adele isn't losing any sleep because these stories, she's living her best life. Her album are doing very well and her fans have back. Okay, yes, I wonder why. Piers Morgano thinks he looks handsome and just old outdated picture. Catfishing. The minute the video asking Harry or William, I knew they were going to come for her. Thank goodness Adele is not their is not their type to take bullying lying down. Okay, I've got a feeling they're coming after Adele because she is with Harry and Meghan. And to add insult to the racist UK media, it's also reported that Adele is dating a black man. And we all know their reaction to such. Okay, I think everyone should avoid that desolate island of hate. I mean, everything that's going around the world is because of them. It's because of the UK. All right, so now people's eyes are starting to open little at a time. All right, let me read what's on the screen and then that's it. Okay, I'll say this. The British media have perfected the fine art of the self-owned. That is self-owned. Yep, that is true. 99 million reasons to not do any interviews with tabloid. I have never come across a more bitter collection of people in my life. How miserable can their lives be? Oh, and you missed the vicious headline by Jan M. Okay, I don't know who's that. The lack of sunshine on that doom and gloom island, in my opinion. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Again, it's still about that. Oprah's brand, unlike the UK media model, wasn't built on resentment or exploitation. She's also a true A-lister herself and doesn't just observe their world, but inhabit it as their peers. No one in the UK media truly understands what it's like to be Adele. Oprah does. Okay, editor letter. Why do British celebrities go to Oprah first? We need our own. Okay, look at this. They asked that Sophie about Oprah, even though she was in her school in South Africa. Put Oprah down. Okay, this type of mentality is what really destroying the UK right now. And look, they're doing it themselves. All right, let's see here. That specific government, I don't like to mention his name. That was one of the brilliant kind of investment that they did to take down those type countries. I may sound kind of crazy for saying this, but you may not even know what I'm talking about. But there was something that went on to prevent the UK and the US to move forward, but they almost got the US. And if we don't be careful, the US is hanging on a string. Okay, so we won't bully or suck up to her guests like Piers Morgan because she doesn't need to use them for anything. She's already Oprah. There is simply no equivalent in UK media because the UK media views, quote, making it in America, and quote, as the ultimate standard of success. That is the key. That's why, okay, that's what they don't understand, that they are just not in the same league. Okay, totally. What they really mean is we want you to come be humiliated by us and be grateful for it. They are already going for Adele is smart. She knows the gutter and where she wants to be. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh my God, 48 minutes and I have more. Also, British broadcaster will interview you and then will be writing a Daily Mail column cussing you the next week. Did they really think Adele was gonna sit down with Piers Morgan or something over Oprah? Okay, not Adele, LOL, Adele. Alright, so he fixed his spelling. It's funny because they wrote headlines saying Oprah lost her popularity after interview Harry and Meghan. The jokes watch themselves. A country whose journalists are rewarded due to ability to be cruel and abusive wonders why respectable people don't want to sit down with them. Okay, that's the thing I've been saying. Okay, the worst is they believe their own BS and are surprised when the nonsense they have predicted doesn't happen. Do they even know who Oprah is? A woman whose last name isn't necessary. No one over is close enough to pick the ground she walks on. They should go back to gossiping. That is true. Okay, remember when the Fiesta tried to snarky about Miss O and her backside got dragged? They're talking about Sophie. Okay, the delusion is strong. Okay, you'll be lucky if they don't twist your word or write a completely different things to what you actually said in the interview.
This is what they do all the time. It's like a cabal, and they make sure you are outside of it and know it. It's pure journal by bullying, and it's toxic as hell. Adele stay in the US and thrive like Meghan.
Okay, I don't think so. Yes, they really did. All right, after this, that's it. It's dawning on them that their rabid behavior won't always be rewarded. They drove so many celeb out of the UK with their nonsense. Okay, they think so highly of themselves. They have a dictatorship mentality. Exactly. Piers believes everyone except Meghan wants to be his friend. It's pathetic. Okay, he also believed Meghan wanted to be his friend or more. That's why he mourned about her ghosting him. There was never any friendship except his fantasy, such a lunatic. All right, after this, that's it. Okay, the rage of a male former sons showbiz hack narcissists figure out young successful women do not want to be associated with him. How dare they? They should be grateful for his attention. He is old, only the phone hacking murder group wants him. All right, next tweet. There's more comment. That was a talk on Saturday night. All right. Next tweet. I saw the episode of Duchess Meghan and Ellen the other day. I thought it was fine. It's hilarious how much angry press Britain is giving her and how much positive press America is giving her. That's the difference here there. Okay, on orders from Palace to cover up scandals and mediocrity of those jealous inside royal family. She was supposed to be their scapegoat forever and live inside the royal firm, being battered by their toxicity. She and Harry were told if they didn't like it, leave. So they did. UK press mad. Yep. Okay, the way the British press treat Meghan is irrational. Public figures from celebrities to authors to president have been on Ellen for 19 seasons. It's always a mix of feel-good stories, light comedy, and promoting their work or message. What is there to be angry about? They're angry she is being seen in positive light. They've been desperately working since 2016 to ensure she is seen as the most horrible human. That is true. That is true. 45 people like this. But why? Okay, hate sell. They made her their cash cow. They never thought Harry and Meghan would leave the coveted position, HRH. They left and there's no money or pound generated replacement. They're losing control of the narrative now that Harry and Meghan have agencies of their own lives. They speak for themselves now. Okay, that's a good little conversation here. I think they thought Meghan will go. They just never ever thought Harry will go with her. That's another good point too. The British press is just angry, period. She doesn't kowtow. She sued, won, and won. All right, and it's still going on now. It's still going on. And she should win again with the appeal. If she doesn't win the appeal, we have to think something is going in the background. And then it's not going to be good for the firm. All right. They're the ex-husband that didn't think you were ever going to leave him. And now that you have, he hates your guts and wants everyone else to hate you. Hate you too because he's miserable and you're happy. I really like that for the UK and the royal family. After she said all her miserable things, she was like, I really like that for the UK and the royal family. Okay, the British media lost out. All they have left is bitterness and whining. Okay, it's amazing. It amazes me that the British people so willingly support being treated, quote, less than, end quote, by the monarchy. The Queen thinks so little of them that she won't even shake their hands without gloves on. British press treat that with absolute reverence. British people actually pay for the privilege. Yep, this is the thing here. I don't know. I hope the UK is opening their eyes. I don't know. Okay, I have several British friends and they have a great reverence for the monarch. I don't get it either, but I do enjoy the wedding. Okay, they are. There's the zip lip on all things Andrew. Yep. All right, two different countries. One is very narrow-minded, and the other allows people to be themselves to a certain extent. Not everybody. Only the American press matter. British press is over rough, overzealous, over the top. Okay, except for news. That's why Fox News is ridiculous. Speaking from a fellow Democrat's point of view. Okay, they already ran them out of the country. You think they leave them alone if for no other reason than the UK's image among ordinary Americans. Their hatred is irrational. Their anger that Americans don't share that hatred makes my day. Okay, the British press are suffering from bipolar. Oh my God, I can't believe it's already an hour. 54 minutes. Next tweet. Okay, yesterday my daughter and her boyfriend were over, and of course we spoke about Meghan. He said Harry has a cool. Okay, he said Harry was a cool guy. I said, quote, yeah, unlike his brother, end quote. The response, quote, he's got a brother. Who is his brother? Okay, when I told him who, he said, quote, oh, I thought that was his dad. Oh my God. Wow, he said a mouthful. LOL. Please tell your daughter, British royal family, he is a keeper. Haha, the young people be dismissing Wills. Poor thing. He's incandescent. My goodness. When you look at this, it's a very good sketch of him. Okay, remind me of the little Owen. What is that? Okay, the Duke has probably had quite enough of being upstaged by younger family members further down the line of succession. On that note, quote of the day goes to Ballymena schoolboy Owen Macaulay, who shook hands with William as the royal couple ended their Northern Ireland tour. Quote, I didn't know who he was, and quote, admit 10-year-old Owen. Quote, someone told me he was Harry's brother, then I knew. Oh my God, kids don't lie. From the mouth of a babe. Let's read some of this here. Ha ha ha, from the mouth of a babe. Owen said, there's a clap. I don't know her. Yes, screaming. There's a laugh. Okay, with that being said, let me move to the next one. All right, next tweet. This is the only reason derangers exist. Their mission is to ensure that nobody is positive about Harry and Meghan. They can't believe that after everything the royal family, tabloid, and trolls have put into defaming them, that some people still like the couple. Keep up the struggle, Carol. Okay, let's see here. Anyways, you are as obsessed as Busty, or is there a reason why for years on end there is a constant pro Meghan and Harry propaganda? Does not sound normal or believable. As I said to Busty, work smart, not hard. All your effort have landed Meghan and Harry where exactly? Okay. All quote, all of effort have landed Meghan and Harry where exactly? In a mission in California. She responded, okay, with millions of dollars and free to do as they please. I call that a result. Okay, I love derangers tears like this. They confirm something for me. Okay, if they can defeat God, then they will have Harry and Meghan where they want. They must go through God to get Harry and Meghan. That's a good way of putting it. That is why they are failing and they will continue to fail. Those agents of the devil don't. That is true. There's those foot soldiers. Those agents of the devil don't know the effect of prayers. Prayers are nullifying all their strategies. Bingo. I love this. That is true. This is true. Alright? The things we cannot control, the prayers get in between. Put that shield around Harry and Meghan and the rest of their family, meaning that Archie, Little Bit, and all of that. Okay, that's why they sent that intern, KP, and KM's family, searching for that one thing that will turn squaddies against her. They don't understand it, doesn't exist actually. What they are doing is having the opposite effect for fair-minded people, turning them against William and Kate. Bingo. Okay, our prayers, when I do my prayers, let the blind see, and all of that, little at a time you sing. People who don't even care about the world, but because the hate that they keep on throwing at Harry and Meghan, well-minded people start looking and said, and they took a side. They took a side. There's no way, especially with the revelation that's coming out now, who was behind all of this nonsense. It's even worse for the royal family. And then with that lawsuit that's going on here, the appeal, okay, with the appeal that keeps on going, more people's eyes are opening. It's gonna get worse. All right, let's see here. Yes, the royal have been opening their mouth and putting their foot in it. Also, the carnival of clown repeating lies that most of us see as them lying. Okay, every attempt by royal family tabloid and trolls to defame Harry and Meghan has failed. It's holiday time. They should take time to rest. That's true. Jason and Carol begrudge even casual positivity about Harry and Meghan, but the clueless, arrogant, and thinking you could bully or change the mind of the squad members is delusional. So why waste the time and energy? I just don't get it. It's like with the squad, they end there for life. Okay, nothing Harry or Meghan do will change the squad mind. Okay, look at this. YouTube have tried. Okay, even before I got into the monetization program, they rejected my channel. They think I will stop? That will never. With God's help, with His protection, okay, He gave me the strength to get up every morning to enjoy to do those podcasts. All right, nothing is gonna make me stop because I have children. I want the world to be slightly better, but people need to hear the truth. Next tweet. Let me finish this and then that's it. Independents, they are similar to the present Nazi Republicans in the US Congress, who also look for any excuse to hate Meghan because she's liberal. Alright, let's see here. Oh my God, there's so much more and it's already an hour. Okay, it's about time people see Meghan. She's always been fun. When you leave a toxic situation, you can always smile again. I'm so happy for her. Ellen is a good friend. I love it. All right, so these 2 minutes, I'm going to stop in between. So other stations are talking about it.
Meghan Markle made a surprise appearance on Ellen yesterday. In a stunt, she pranked a bunch of vendors outside the studio while Ellen spoke to her through an earpiece. Hilarious. Let's watch.
Let me try something real hot.
Let me try something real hot.
Okay. Mommy wants some heat.
Mommy wants some heat.
All right, by the way, by now, you guys should probably seen this. If you go on my other channel, I put whatever clips I came across on Twitter together for you guys to see. It's on my other channel, Team Sussex. I already been flagged for it. Just to let you know. Alright, so and here I have to stop in between.
Like a chipmunk.
This one I
like. Mommy needs some milk. Oh,
give me my
milk. This one is even hilarious. Seeing her with the baby bottle. Okay, I have to.
Okay, now drink it.
She also put on cat ears and sang like a cat in front of vendors who were obviously clearly stunned there. Listen.
I had to give that vendor prop. You know, she stayed. You're like, you're wasting my time, girl, but she still stay and listen to it.
This is hilarious. Have you watched the whole? She's hilarious with this. She does this with Dennis Quaid. It's super funny. Look it up on the internet. Good stuff. But what do you think about this? I like seeing a different side to Meghan Markle.
Yeah, this one I need to look it up because I guess she did something like that with was it Denny Quaid or something like that? He said so. That's something I need to look up.
I'm sure she likes people to see a different side to Meghan Markle. I mean, come on, like how much gloom and doom can one person take?
Right.
Like she's been under so much public scrutiny. Just let her be the totality of a human, like in public. So I love this too.
Wow. And Erica, just as you were talking, I was thinking about how almost a year ago to the day we were doing stories about her mental health and her feeling like she was not wanting to, but planning to take her life at some point. She was so unhappy. And look at what happens when you fight for your happiness. A year later, you're on Ellen, goofing around at a hot sauce stand.
That's a good point that he bring up here. All right, last year around this time, she was struggling, trying to get back on her feet and all of that. That's a very good point him bringing up.
And that's what happens. Everybody's going to be really mad for a second, but then everybody goes back to their lives, and here you are. She's absolved of her responsibility as a Duchess of Sussex. And now she can be a regular person, which is what everybody really kind of wants. Being a princess is weird. And I'm sure as soon as she got there, she was like, this is weird, and I don't like it.
Yeah, and she's got a sense of humor. We just always see the dark side because people are always coming after her, and she's having to explain. I like just having fun, letting loose.
Okay, that's the thing that's attract Harry. The last part that this guy said. Yeah. All right. So what's really great about that different outlet is talking about it in a positive way, and this is what's really gonna piss those Shadow Island people. All right. Let's read some comment. Okay. I like how he said being a princess is weird. So right. Okay. Love Meghan having fun. Okay, being a princess is weird. There's a laugh. I agree with that. I had no idea people were so serious about worshipping the royals. Okay, tell me you know nothing about the royal family without telling me. Okay, you need to do some serious research. You make yourself look as bad as Meghan. Oh, please. There's a hater here. That's neither, okay, not followed by anyone. How do I unfollow black? All right, because I don't want to see that. When you start seeing things like that, this is where you say, okay, get them out of there so they don't come on your timeline. Next tweet. Okay. My Duke and I won. All right, 43 seconds. That's another clip.
Let's not gloss over it. There is a reaction to Meghan because she is African American, and in the royal family, that was like something you whispered about, and she is facing that in London. Not so much here, obviously not in America, but she is facing that over there. So I don't know, we can totally be inside her head and in Harry's head as about how she's like the unwanted child, the unwanted relative. Yeah,
that's a very good point Jerry was making. I don't know what was the question asked, but that clip, it's after the question was asked. But whatever he's saying about Harry and Meghan, that is spot on. All right, let's continue.
So it isn't just that she's snubbing them. She's got feelings too. So I'm
Exactly. She got feelings too. Those people expect to keep on pounding on her for her not to react. And the thing is that Harry, on the other hand, when you read some of the text messages and stuff that being put in court, it's like Harry was already immune to it, but Meghan put a stop to it. Especially when the whole thing with the court thing, the letter that Meghan wrote to her father is because of Charles. Okay, Charles is saying is debating Harry and all of that. So to put a stop to that, Meghan said, I'm going to write a letter to my father. That's how that letter all originated for. Because they don't, the way Meghan said, they don't understand the fundamental of things. All right. So because of that, Meghan decided to write the letter, and this is what bringing everything up to life. If they had I'm telling you, Princess Diana is working through Meghan. Okay, there's an action and there's a reaction. The action was Charles was debating Harry, and the action to that, the reaction to that is Meghan saying, I want uh, Harry's father to stop degrading Harry. Okay, let me write this letter to my father. And this is where all this thing is blowing up. This has to be Princess Diana working through Meghan. Things that Princess Diana could have done in life, she's working through Meghan to get this going on. All right. So all this nonsense, the lawsuit, it originated because of Charles. Because of Charles. If you see the text, I've shared it in other videos. I've shared them, the text messages, the letter, and all of that. It's because of that, because of Charles. Okay, and now you got the son, the heir, the future involved in that nonsense. I'm telling you, Princess Diana is working through them. Okay, what show was this? I love to see Jerry entire segment. He's actually British. Really? I didn't know that. See, you learn something new. And he doesn't have the accent. Maybe he grew up in the US. He doesn't have the British accent. Jerry gave the perfect response. That is true. I didn't hear the question. All right, next tweet. The question should be, why are Prince William, Kate Middleton, and Jason Kenoff assisting Mel on Sunday to appeal a case they lost against Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex? But actually, what is Mel on Sunday holding over their heads? Swords of Damocles. Let's see here. I think they will do it for free. They hate Meghan, and they always have. This is just the third act of a plot they put in place very early on. Let's see here. Oh my God, I have a couple more. Right. Maybe I'll cut in between. I'll record everything, but I'll cut in between once I reach an hour. Okay, I think some of you don't like more than an hour. Okay, let's see here. I read this. Okay, which begs the question, did they not notice the Act 1 and 2 were abject failures? There's me responding to that. LOL. They had to keep readjusting their backup plans because our Duchess read right through them. They went in circle until it returns to them. Their target had a quote return to senders, and quote right from the start. They just didn't know it. For people like it, 100% bullseye, unrelated, but I saw this today, and it's just one more example of the juvenile awful shit members of this family do to each other, because you know this somehow involve Andrew, probably tried to make Charles look bad for fun. They've been colluding with the media forever. What is this? Okay, Ghislaine Maxwell accuser was paid £40,000 to set up Tom Parker Bowles and 1999 cocaine sting. What? Oh, is this true? Okay, where is that? That was recently by Katie Feehan for Mail Online. Okay, this is the thing. One of the comment was saying they had so much dirt on them. Why did they think this is a good idea to backstab Meghan to assist Mel on Sunday? Okay, let's see here. Okay, I agree. They have been working to destroy Meghan from the moment they knew about Meghan and Harry. They got the press involved in their sinister plan when the relationship became public, discollusion, and new. Yeah, that is true. And this is why I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. Harry and Meghan, for some of you who are new, this is what I believe. Okay, when Harry and Meghan were seeing each other, when nobody, not me, you, the public, knew about their relationship, they already set that bond. They understand each other. They see their work, their line of work. They understand each other. So they understand that their foundation set right there. Once the public knows, the media know, You see Harry did all the step really quickly. Bang, bang, bang. Why did he do that? Okay, I'm pretty sure he could still be dating her and, both of them live their life whichever way they think. But I think it's the British press who actually forces Harry to do the wedding so quickly. Why? Because if Meghan find out the way they do their nonsense, the way the British press is, Meghan would have left. And Harry did not want to lose her. Okay, with all those other people he's been dating, he came across, Meghan was the only one who showed a different variety of stuff. Okay, she could be serious, she could be funny. She does a lot of things on the side that she didn't really have to. Charitable work, all of this, and Harry is all about that. So once he saw that, and then the thing is that he didn't need to hear it from a third mouth or something like that. All Harry had to do is go through Meghan's IG page to see all of the things that she did. All right, so everything was sealed on IG for Harry to see or to back up Meghan's whatever Meghan had told him on the date or whatever. All right, so Harry was like, before the press find out, let me seal the deal because otherwise she's gonna leave. And then I think that's what happened. Look at this really quickly, and 2 kids now. Whether or not they done, they said they done, but you never know. Accident could happen. A third one might be here, but at least now they're gonna focus on raising the kids and then to focus on their work. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, God bless this lady, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Okay, kind, intelligent, thoughtful, compassionate, beautiful. See, these are all the things that attract Harry to her. All right, the way Meghan took time to tell the lady her cookie was good, then the same to the man with the hot sauce, and told the woman her crystal was nice. It was genuine. Truly love it. Amen. To tell you the truth, I didn't really see the entire show. Whatever I have on my channel so far, that's what I've seen. When I have time, I'll sit down to do it. Because actually, when they were airing it, I was editing some videos and I wanted to get those things done. Okay, the fear, that's the next fear. The fear of Meghan is the beginning of wisdom. Okay, the fear of Meghan is the beginning of wisdom. There's the laugh. Okay, how a 200-year-old constitutional amendment could stop Meghan running for US president. Oh my God. They think it's something they're going to hand it to Meghan. My goodness, it's not promised. Anybody, how many people try to run for president? Not all of them make it. They think it's something they just handed to him, to people. My goodness. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex could be prevented from running for U.S. president by a rule proposed in 1811 to stop Napoleon's nephew seeking power. Oh, please. As long as she was born here, she still have a U.S. citizenship, right? She's fine. None of this nonsense matter. Yeah, let me read here. Oh, 9 people like this. What did I was? I forgot. The thing that they should be afraid of, they're not even focusing on it. It's not Meghan. It's not Harry. It is themselves. They should be afraid of themselves. The things they've been pandering to and make it their norm is what's going to evaporate them. Okay, I think that is the source of their malcontent. They finally look in the mirror. I don't think they see it yet. I don't think they see it yet. Okay, yes, the terror is real. Royal correspondents have been reduced to speculating about speculation. It's ridiculous. Okay, okay, that's the same thing. She retweeted here. It's a thread. I don't want to go to a thread because I'm already an hour. Okay, the amendment didn't pass then. So what are they talking about? There's a laugh. Did I miss something? When did she said she wanted to run for president? My favorite is the theory that she wants to be VP under Kamala Harris. What? Which made me burst out laughing. President and VP cannot be from the same state. What? President and VP cannot be from the same. I don't know about that. This I don't know. I never heard of that. Okay, proposed to 211 years ago. Never passed. Well, all right then. Okay, you dumb crap. Haha, another royal correspondent who can't think of anyone of importance but Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, to create a story about. Wow, they're really trying to spin a fictional tale of Meghan running for president. British media are crazy. Alright, let's go to the next one. I think there's more comment, but I want to move on. Okay, next tweet. If I were Meghan, I'll do an international book tour of the bench and leave the Brexit stand off my local location list. Great idea. They will be so parched by being excluded from a tour promoting a book they refuse to buy, boycotted, never talk about, deemed to be irrelevant, but purchased anyway. On behalf of Madam Duchess, many thanks. Okay, a virtual international tour, except we're in the middle of the panorama. There's a cry. She will be in The Hague next year. The next book is coming, Lily and Dada. Okay, I love me some Petty. Resistant. That's the ghost thing. I co-sign this. Resistant. People laughing. If you mean international tour by her traveling physically, then no. Me personally, I'm concerned of her safety. Yep. Okay, the woman can sneeze without the haters saying something. At the moment, she needs to do interview with people she can trust, not the puppet who are working for British media. Yep. As long as they're telling the truth, that's all I care about, is the truth and their own perspective, where it's necessary. All right, next tweet. On this day, 26 years ago, Diana did this. Okay, let's see. She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end. All right, I saw this and I thought there would be more comment, but there's not. All right, next tweet. All right, there's this. I don't think I will I'm gonna. Should I do it? Let's see here. I could always cut it. Okay, what do these, pointing at this picture, pirates with press passes have in common? Wrong answer only. I will start ugly. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. That's it, because I don't want YouTube to. I saw some of the comment. I don't want YouTube to start bashing me. Put a flag on my video for that. Okay, I saw some really comments. So that's it. All right, this is prayer. One of the squad, and she is one of the squad who have come across some of her prayers that little at a time prompted me to put prayers at the end of my videos. All right, her and someone else, I forgot the screen name. All right, a psalm for justice and joy for Meghan and Harry. Psalm 7. Quote, rise in your anger, O Lord, stand up against the fury of my enemies, rouse yourself and help me. Justice is what you demand. You are the judge of all people. Judge in my favor, O Lord. You know that I am innocent. End quote. Grant them protection. Amen. That is very good. I like that. All right. So let's go on Google. Let's do another prayer. Prayer for, I don't know, something said right mind. I don't know why, but I'm going to write it. For right mind. I don't know what's going to come. Okay. Let's go to image. Oh, there's this here. Okay. Something just said right mind. I was trying to think of something, but this just popped up. Okay. Loving God, please grant me peace of mind and calm my troubled heart. My soul is like a turbulent sea. I can't seem to find my balance, so I stumble and worry constantly. Give me the strength and clarity of mind to find my purpose and walk the path you've laid out for me. Okay, as I'm doing this, I was thinking of foot soldiers. Foot soldiers, when I say foot soldiers, are people who do things for someone, the mastermind. Okay, I want the foot soldiers to think for themselves when they see a wrong, to not do it for those masterminders. Okay, as you look at things that's happening in the US, probably around the world too, those old people whose times are almost up. Okay, only God knows when it's time for them. Those old people are using kids to do the bad thing. So to let them go free to do as they please, and then when they bring them to justice, okay, to let them go free, which send out a signal to tell other kids it's okay to do that. So I want God to be with those young minds, be in between them, between the old people who's telling them to do the wrong thing, for them to think for themselves, to say this is wrong. Taking a life is not good, because God, you're creating. Only you can take life, not other human being. Okay, so for those young minds that's growing up to see the wrong that's happening, to say no, it should not be. Because you cannot live on this earth alone by yourself. Because if you look at things that's creation that happen around the world. You see airplane, you see cars, you see buildings. Okay, it's not one mind who think of that. It's collective of different people who thought of certain things to make these things happen. So throughout life, those young minds, as they grow, they need to understand that they cannot be the only one existing. So when those old people inserting their toxicity into the young mind, for the young people to think for themselves and reject those things. These are the things that I was thinking. All right, but this sort of hit the note here. But let's go to image. I want something for my thumbnails. Let's do this. Okay, dear Lord, teach me to trust in you so that when the unexpected storm of life come, I will expect peace in the midst of those storms, knowing that you are near, you hear my cries, and you are with me and for me. All right, so I'm going to stop here. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. You want to support my channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. If the link is broken, let me know, because this link have broken before. I don't know how, but it has. All right, and some of you who have donated, I thank you for and I appreciate it. So now I'm gonna do another video that I started to do yesterday regarding Buzi, and my network sort of stopped working. So I'm gonna do that, and then whenever I have time, I could always edit it. Thank you for watching.